Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Conquest counter video guide. You'll be able to find this and all my other Conquest videos on my SWGOH Life website. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out, there'll be a link in the description below. So in this one we're going up against Carth and Old Republic, and these guys are annoying. You got Nest in there, Candor is constantly gaining bonus turn meter whenever they use basic, they're dealing true damage. So definitely because of their modifier, they're very annoying here. They're immune to tenacity down. They start off with a lot of tenacity. So definitely it's a little bit of an annoying team, but there are ways to get around them and defeat them using the two latest data disc set, the Overzealous and Stoneskin. So I'll start off first with Stoneskin. So this one relies basically on Fortified and Unbreakable to make your guys very durable, then Entrenched as well, giving extra protection up in the beginning of the battle, and Voluntary Vanguard puts a permanent mark on your tankiest allies, so this kind of allows you to keep your guys alive. And finally Critical Formation, a great data disc here as well, so whenever you critically hit, all allies recover some protection there for you. It's definitely very durable data disc set. Let's start off with Padme. Now because with Padme here, starting off with protection up from Entrenched, they can't critically hit us, they'll be struggling to landing as well. Debuffs on us, try to go after Canderous here first, because he's really the main source of damage with his triple taps. Remember, every time they use basic, they deal true damage. However, luckily, whenever we get those assists and attacks out of turn because of Padme, we're getting extra protection up as well. So we got Commander Ahsoka Tano. I decided to finish off Carth there to begin with the insta-kill from Cat. Again, Canderous there. I almost wish I would have gone after Canderous instead, but because he was in the red, it just felt like a waste to use it on him. But anyway, once we get a turn, we already stacked up a lot of courage. We can just go ahead, finish off these guys, force sleep over there on Nest, and she's down. Next we got the Darth Revan here. Now because of Voluntary Vanguard, he'll have a mark on him, they have to constantly keep hitting him, and because these guys, they're landing so much damage over times, they'll constantly be feared, and eventually you will be able to get them down. Then shock will prevent them from recovering health, and you can just go ahead, keep these guys under control. Zalbar is quite beefy, but you should be able to get him down eventually with a drain, and then it's just a case of taking out Nest here in a moment, any minute now, and down she goes. There we go. Darth Revan, very good. Jon Skywalker, also brilliant team here. Remember, every time we critical hit, we're recovering protection because of Critical Formation data disc, and Jon Skywalker constantly counter-attacking, constantly hitting. Whenever these guys gain buffs, we're getting extra offense, so eventually we will ramp up big enough that we can actually finish off these guys. And as you can see, Canderous is getting so many turns, so many hits, but luckily whenever they do critically hit Jon Skywalker, he cleanses off those dots so he can actually survive. Finally got a turn with my clones, so use their form up to give the turn meter boost to the team. And as soon as you get Canderous down, I mean, the rest of the battles should be easy here as well. Finishing off missions, you don't get those extra assists with Zalbar and everything. There we go. Now we just have to kind of time the hit on the Nest. Big hit. There we go. Perfect. Moving on to the next battle, still using Stoneskin data disc set. So this one we have a Bad Batch here with Shakti, and the way this thing works great, because Shakti will be getting bonus turn meter when your guys are getting hit. You can then give 100% turn meter over to your Echo. He does his days, and then you follow up with the stun from Tech, and this is pretty much game over. They also got healing immunity, so they won't be able to recover health and protection. Stuck behind Zalbar here. There we go. We are now also doing true damage. How'd you like that, guys? Huh? You're not the only ones dealing true damage here on basics like you do. You have to a little bit dance here, obviously, with Nest. The tricky bit here is whenever you damage an enemy because of Hunter lead with expose on them, you will be reducing that turn meter, but eventually you should be able to kind of let Nest get a turn, so try to avoid landing exposes if you can, and eventually she will fall down. Moving on, we got bounty hunters. Now going with Jango lead for this one, because Jango lead, when you do land burning on these guys, actually they won't be able to gain bonus turn meter, so you will somewhat stop Canderous from constantly gaining turns and ripping your teams apart. Luckily we do have retribution on our guys, so when we're counterattacking, a little bit recovering. Unfortunately did not land burning on one character I absolutely wanted to, which was Canderous. But that's why I did bring Best Commando there for damage immunity, so he can sort of keep your team alive. And our contract has been triggered, so we can go ahead, just decided here to insta-kill mission, blow up there as well Canderous. Let's go ahead, keep our guys alive. At this point we're in pretty good shape, we'll just have to come to another disintegrate so we can finish off Nest. And you know, Zalbar as well, he's no real threat, he's very durable obviously, but he can't do a whole lot of damage anymore. There we go, insta-kill there. And also Mando finishing off with Whistling Bird. Another team that you can use is General Grievous. Now General Grievous used to be an absolute beast with the Amplify Agony data discs, but obviously we don't have those for now, but it can still get the job done here with the Stoneskin data disc set as well. Just try to kind of get around here, get those target locks spread, so you can get your turn meter train rolling, and eventually you do beat these guys. Canderous obviously still a bit annoying, but we will get him down eventually. He constantly healing up, keep smashing those AoEs. There we go. With Canderous down, I mean, these guys can't do a whole lot. Let's go ahead, keep going after Zalbar, because he'll taunt anyways, to be honest, and we'll deal with the other guys in the end. Okay, let's see if actually we can keep everybody alive. The good thing about it is, obviously, because of critical formation, you can sort of keep your guys alive, but not quite. So let's move on to the Overzealous data disc set here that relies on 3 stacks of Zealous Ambition as well as Vitality to really juice up the damage on your support and healers, and as well Entrench giving you protection up. So I'm just going here with the Jedi Bastila lead team, who read all ban for the pre-taunt under her lead, and then the rest of the guys are healers or supports. Hopefully they can do some nice hits as well. Okay, I'll just keep going. There we go, let's go ahead, heal up. Counterattacks here really helping us out here, obviously because Yoda was able to spread that as well on everybody. So here we go. Moving on, we've got Padme. Padme works great here with Entrenched Data Disc, whether using Overzealous or Stoneskin. But anyway, let's just keep going. Finally, we got a turn, so we get daze on everybody, healing immunity. We can follow up that with a stun. Oh boy, I always get surprised when I see their tags AoE wiping out most of the team. And let's just go ahead and finish off their mission as well. So definitely Overzealous here works absolutely great with Padme. Another team that works decently well is a Rex lit team. Remember, we're getting lots of turn meter whenever we critically hit, and this is what allows us here to get a jump start on them. And then obviously we got here Barrys, as well as Rex and Echo as well. They're all doing big damage because of those Overzealous data disc sets. And now we just finish off Nest as well, and down she goes. Moving up, we got Rey with the droids, and unfortunately we got dazed here, but eventually we should be able to get our plays going. Like Rey Jedi Training, she has, with her Zeta, she has 40% chance to clear off the debuffs, and then she can obviously call somebody to assist, call debuffs, cleanse debuffs from them as well. As you can see here, R2 and BB-8, because of all those stacks of Zealous Ambition data, they're doing a lot of damage. Oh, they nearly took down my R2 there. There we go, was able to keep R2 alive because of the Zeta on L3. But anyway, just finish off mission there, see if we can keep everybody alive. Perfect. I'll just call assist. Got Zalbar down, and as well Carth. There we go, brilliant team there as well to take care of these guys. And as well, Hux lit team is great. Obviously we start off with dominance and advantage, so they can't gain bonus turn meter, and on the initial AoE, because of the blue buff on us, was it domination I think called, we were able to counterattack and wipe out all of them. The reason why I have first order executioner in here, so when he does counterattack, he feeds turn meter to the team, although we are kind of dazed now. However, we should be able to keep these guys under control. Let's go ahead, stun Nest. There we go. It's absolute joy watching here Hux hitting for like 500-600k on his basic. because of the free stacks of Zealous Ambition data disc, because his support, same as Phasma and First Order Officer. And you know, probably the highlight of Overzealous data disc set is always Dash Scoundrel team, because as soon as Dash gets turn, it's a game over for that. But look at this, how much damage these guys are doing. That's why you want to bring in Beskar Mando, so you can actually save these guys. Then Kira does an AoE. Are we able to finally get a turn? Let's go ahead again, clean up, damage immunity, and boom, down they go. And just finishing off Zalbar here, because as we know, Zalbar is quite durable. And that's it, guys. That's all the battles I wanted to show you in today's video, just showing you a few different teams for each of the data this set, Overzealous and Stoneskin versus Carth and Old Republic. Hopefully it was useful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.